Welcome to Gardening in Galoshes. Today, I want to walk you through one of the most important distinctions in tomato growing, the difference between determinate and indeterminate tomatoes. These two growth habits affect everything from how big the plant gets, to how long it produces fruit, to how much work you'll put into maintaining it. By the end of this talk, you'll know exactly which type fits your garden and your goals. Let's start with determinate tomatoes. These are often called bush tomatoes, and that nickname tells you a lot. Determinate plants grow to a certain predetermined size, usually around 3 to 4 feet tall, and then they stop growing. Once they hit that height, they shift all their energy into ripening fruit. One of the biggest advantages of determinate tomatoes is that they produce most of their harvest in a short window, usually 2 to 3 weeks. That makes them perfect for people who want a big, predictable harvest all at once. If you're planning to can tomatoes, make sauce, or freeze batches, determinates are your best friend. They're also great for small spaces. Because they stay compact, they work beautifully in containers, raised beds, or patios. And they don't require much pruning. In fact, removing too many suckers can actually reduce your yield. Some classic determinate varieties include Roma, Celebrity, and Rutgers. If you've ever grown tomatoes for canning, you've probably grown one of these. Now let's talk about indeterminate tomatoes. These are the opposite in almost every way. Indeterminate tomatoes are often called vining tomatoes, and that's because they just keep growing and growing and growing. 6 to 12 feet is normal, and some varieties will go even higher if you let them. Unlike determinates, indeterminate tomatoes produce fruit continuously throughout the season. They don't have a single harvest window. Instead, they give you tomatoes week after week until frost finally shuts them down. Because they grow so tall, they absolutely need support: stakes, cages, trellises, or even overhead strings. And they benefit from pruning. Removing suckers helps improve airflow, reduces disease risk, and encourages larger fruit. Indeterminate varieties include many of the tomatoes people love for fresh eating: Cherokee Purple, Brandywine, Sungold, Better Boy. All the big, flavorful slicers, and sweet cherry tomatoes. Let me put these two types side by side so you can really see the difference. Determinate tomatoes grow like a bush. Indeterminate tomatoes grow like a vine. Determinate plants stay around 3 to 4 feet tall. Indeterminate plants can reach 6 to 12 feet or more. Determinate tomatoes give you one big flush of fruit. Indeterminate tomatoes give you a steady supply all season. Determinate plants need little to no pruning. Indeterminate plants benefit from regular pruning.